We are going to start this session with the Norwegian aluminum producer Hydro and their Senior Vice President for Energy, Strategy and Policy, Kathrine Fog. Hydro has approximately 30,000 employees in 40 countries, and the company is also a large generator of renewable energy, with wind power, solar and hydrogen as new elements to their portfolio. Batteries is also part of their scope now, so there's obviously a lot going on in Hydro. But is the development going fast enough, I wonder? I'm going to let Kathrine Fog elaborate on that, so please give her a warm welcome as she enters the stage here in Trondheim.
Thank you for that introduction, and good to see you all back, and thanks for inviting me. I was a bit worried when there were 5 people here in the room, so I thought that was not the best start I could have. So we see the climate challenge prevails as one of our main global challenges, but I will also talk about how sustainability trends create strategic opportunities from an industrial perspective. In the COP meeting last fall, we saw that the meeting succeeded in focusing world leader attention to the goals that we needed, but we still need to act, we still need to put the targets into motion. At the same time, again from an industrial perspective, climate challenge translates to strategic opportunities for the energy sector. We need exceptional investments and continued innovation in renewable energy technologies and resources. We need sustainable and smart mobility through electrification, through batteries and storage systems. And we do need to decarbonize industry through use of primarily green hydrogen and promote circular solutions. And I think the recent geopolitical developments have just upped the challenge, but it's also recharged the will to act. The war in Ukraine, unfortunate as it is, has fast-forwarded determination in the EU. We saw a very strong call for action from the EU recently to create new and very ambitious framework for energy, power and industry in Europe. So from a Hydro perspective, an aluminium and energy group, how does this concern us? Well, we aim to take a leading role in the energy transition. Main sustainability trends continue to favor Norwegian industry, where we have our major base, but also in areas where we also have a major footprint. But of course, this is only to the extent that we manage to continue to develop renewable energy sources in Norway and in other locations. The sustainability trends also play well into Hydro core activities and our core strategies, developing low and no carbon aluminium. Hydro is committed to leading the way in decarbonizing the industrial sector. We aim to set direction, continue to innovate, and adapt our processes and products. We do this by strengthening our position in low-carbon aluminium, developing technological solutions for no or zero-carbon aluminium in the longer term. We are investing a lot now, increasingly, also in recycling of aluminium, so taking the resource back into the loop after use. And we are also taking an active role in the green energy revolution, in batteries, hydrogen, and renewables. We do this to play an important role in decarbonizing our own activities, but we also need to play into decarbonization of other industrials. So you see in the chart behind me that we see strong demand for renewables and storage and energy carrier solutions. This is why we engage in these new sectors. Massive investments are required. Technological innovation is required to meet the exponential growth expectations. Innovative solutions are required for us to decarbonize our activities and be fit for a non-carbon future. So we as Hydro, we engaged in this from our energy competence point of view, from our industrial and scaling experience through 116 years as a company. And we are also driven by our own internal demand. So we are investing in renewable energy. In addition to the hydropower production that we already have in Norway, we have a production of 9.4 terawatt hours a year in a normal year. We are exploring on and offshore wind production in the Nordics, as well as in Brazil. We are exploring also solar primarily in Brazil. We are investing in hydrogen. So we're establishing hydrogen production with our own industrial demand shifting from fossil fuels or thermal fuels to hydrogen as the basis, but also to fuel others' demand. And we are investing in the battery value chain. Building in investments we have in the Swedish car battery manufacturer Northvolt, a tiny shareholding, but a very interesting company. We have a decent shareholding in the company Corvus that delivers battery solutions to the maritime sector, located in Bergen. And we are just about to start up production in Hydrovolt, a 50-50 joint venture between Hydro and Northvolt for recycling of used or discharged car batteries. So the recycling part also important in batteries. So we are expanding our engagement further in the battery value chain, in renewables and in hydrogen. So allow me to take a quite regional or local view as I end with this slide. Norway and Norwegian industry have a very strong starting point. New low and no carbon industries rely on transparent access to affordable, renewable energy. And this is important. Access to renewable energy comes first. Then we will see industrial investments. We do not see it the other way around. Norway has an excellent starting point for profiting from the sustainability trends. We have an attractive resource base. I believe we should continue to develop on it. We have very competitive onshore wind resources. I know that this is a conflict area, but at the same time, with the right framework, I believe that some of these resources also in Norway should be developed further. We will continue to develop our hydropower, so upgrades, adding efficiency, adding effect to the hydropower, and we will need to invest in energy efficiency in all sectors. Offshore wind, a sector an industry that I believe will grow enormously in the EU in the next year, so just within this same year. I'm a little bit more optimistic than some of the speakers before the break, that we will see a fast forwarding of investments in EU. And I believe Norway needs to follow on the same track. So we need to look beyond the first 1 or 2 parks to see how can we develop this industry in Norway. We have an industrial foundation, a skilled workforce in this country. We have important R&D and technological innovation. And we have a good platform of trust and collaboration between government, industry, and employees, was the word, unions. But technology and resources are not sufficient. The general public needs to share in the need to act on the climate challenge, at the same time as we need to develop these resources, these possibilities, taking full care also of environmental challenges and social concerns. Public acceptance of local area use is crucial. Involvement of local shareholders is a prerequisite, and we need better and transparent local benefits. At the same time, as we ensure that this is done in a sustainable way, across climate, and across environment, and across social. So I look forward to discussing more of this in the panel afterwards. Thank you.